To begin, I'm reaching for my Snazzy water-based face paint and taking my precision brush by Real Techniques, I'm just outlining the nose of the skull. You can make this any shape you want, you can make it as jaggedy or as smooth as you like, it can even be a simple triangle, it's all down to you. I find it so much easier to use a reference picture, so that's what I'm looking at now. My reference picture was actually a picture of someone else's makeup that I found on Google, so this isn't my original idea, I am just sort of borrowing it from someone else. And here, as you can see, I'm just outlining all the different parts of the skull. And then I'm going on to the mouth and I'm just creating some simple vertical lines down my mouth. And then I'm also going to be extending the sides of the mouth a little bit and drawing on some teeth onto that as well. I'm going into the center of my mouth and just filling that space between my lips with some black face paint just to give the mouth a little bit more depth. Next, I'm going to be reaching for my white face paint and I'm just using a flat brush to go over any white sections of the skull. Make sure to leave the hollow parts blank on each side. I'm then building up on that white in the teeth just to give the teeth a little bit more dimension. Now I'm going back to the black, then I'm creating the hollow parts of the jawline. I'm then just tidying up that black line separating my face from the skull mask. I am now going in with a Real Techniques angled brush and I'm just sort of shading the hollow parts of the skull. And then I'm also using that to outline the teeth and just darken any black lines. I'm also creating little tiny gaps between the teeth just to make it look a little bit more realistic. Then I have reached for a black eyeshadow from the Urban Decay 2 palette and I'm just further shading that hollow part of the skull. I'm then picking some of that black eyeshadow onto a precision brush, but make sure you do this very, very lightly, and then I'm just going over the teeth just to outline them a little bit. Next, I'm moving on to the bottom portion of this skull and I'm returning back to the white face paint just to fill everything else out. I'm now returning back to that detailer brush and I'm just fanning out any of the teeth and just creating little shadows in between them. Next, I'm taking a slightly bigger precise brush and I'm creating these lines underneath the curves of the mask. And then I'm going back to my detailer angled brush by Real Techniques and I'm just creating really, really slim, sharp lines. I'm now reaching for a fluffy blending brush and I'm taking some black eyeshadow just to shade above the line that we created. You want to make sure that you leave that white line as a little gap. This will just bring that section a little bit more forward and make it look much more 3D. my Urban Decay Primer Potion, I'm just gonna prime my eyelids so that they're all ready for the eyeshadow. I'm reaching for Tease as a crease colour just to blend everything out, and I'm blending that in with a big fluffy brush. I'm then going in with Blackout, and I'm just applying that all over the lid and create a smoky line so that it blends into the tease. Oh, got something stuck in my eye. That always happens to me. I'm then using a flat brush to sort of line my lower lash line and the inner corner. And then I'm just applying a mascara by Bourjois. And that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do recreate it, definitely tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your recreations. Hope you guys have a happy Halloween this year. I'll see you in my next video.